My name is Steve. I met Paul and he's interested in metal detecting. So I'm going to give him a couple of hints and tips on different types of machines which I use. So I'm a little bit proficient on these two machines.
For the beach?
For the beach. I hunt strictly in the water. I don't like hunting on the sand. I will hunt the sand, but I enjoy the water. So we're going to...
How many rings do you usually find a year on average?
On an average, well, some years are good years and you could wind up with like 30. Some years are bad years, you wind up with maybe 12. So far this year, I think I've got maybe 3 or 4 rings. You get silver, you get junk, you clean the beach, you pick up glass. But anyway, these are the machines that I use. And this is the way my trunk is set up strictly for hunting in the water. First machine I'm going to take out is the Aquasound. This particular machine is made in Florida for Florida waters. It cannot be used in high mineralization soil. It's strictly for Florida sand. What I like about it, or what the features that are great with this one here, is you only get 2 sounds. You'll get a sound, it's like a whoop, and that's a good target, or you'll get a loud bang, and that's a bad target, which could be a bottle cap, a nail, any non-ferrous metal. But it's a pretty heavy machine, and like I say, you got a lot of control knobs on it, and you have to learn how to balance the machine and tune the machine when you're in the water. That's the only drawback. It's not just a turn on and go machine. You got to learn how to set your levels. Now that's the first machine. This is the machine that I prefer. It's quite heavy too, because this is a water coil. This is a heavy weight on here, so it holds the machine down when you're in the water. The next machine...
How much do those cost?
Right now, I think a new one of these is about $2,600 or $2,700. And these are made strictly here in Florida for Florida waters. You can't use them, like you say, as you go up north and there's more mineral. They're excellent in the sand and the salt waters of Florida. I prefer this machine over every machine I've ever used.
What's the deepest target you found with it?
You could dig dimes at, say, 18 inches, 20 inches. And what you do is, as you're going along, you got to move nice and smooth and slow. And what you'll do is you'll get like a slight, and as you get that, if you're moving fast and you don't hear that, you'll pass it. You can dig down and you will pick up, like you say, a good target. The other machine that I use, well, this is a scoop that I use. Stainless steel, heavy scoop. These are made up at Riley's Treasure Gold in Fort Lauderdale. And the other machine that I prefer and I've used for many, many years is the Excalibur 2. As a matter of fact, I have an Excalibur old one. This is my wife's. She's got the small coil. Now this is also a good target, good thing in trashy areas, because a large coil you'll pick up a lot of junk. This will work through that, and it's an excellent machine. This has got a long shaft on it, so this will extend out, and as you're wearing it, you have the weight of the machine is up past your shoulder. So when you move this, there's no...
This is a special shaft for it.
Yeah, it's a special shaft. And like you say, you can move, like I say, look at the way I'm moving this. With one finger.
Wow, so it's very light.
Yeah, because of the balancing. Normally it comes with a short shaft, and that short shaft, the weight is all in your wrist and your forearm. When my wife was using the short shaft, she could only go for an hour, and her arms were killing her. With this one here, she goes 3-4 hours. It's an excellent addition to the Excalibur machine. Next, the way I hunt with a mask and a snorkel. So I use a mask and a snorkel. I wear.
Is it a special snorkel at the end here?
Well, this here is what they call a dry snorkel. So when you go underwater or waves hit it, you don't get water in it. So you can have your face down as you're going along, because you can pick up stuff that you can see that you won't pick up with the metal detector. You got a sunscreen shirt. You got a catch bag. You got booties for your feet.
You wear the catch bag around your waist?
Catch bag goes around the waist.
Everything you find, you put in here.
Everything goes in there and stays in there till you come out. What I have on here is when you find some good items, like rings and things, you put them on this catch. I also have an extra key, because a lot of times you lose the key to your car and you can't get in your car. So I take that all the time. And then what I have is 2 different sets of weight. If it's a calm day and it's not bad, I wear about 20 pounds of weight. If it's a rough day and it's bad, I wear this one, which is about 30 pounds of weight. And that keeps you set. And this is the weight belt that my wife wears. This one here is only about 10 pounds. So there's quite a bit to hunting. And I'm sure Paul's going to become a champion. He's picking up a lot of tips. He's testing machines, and he's going to do a great job.
How much is the Excalibur?
Excalibur, I believe now, is about $1,500–1,600.
Great.
Somewhere around there, but you got to shop around different locations.
And your experience from using both, what would you recommend for people in Florida?
Well, if you can afford the Aqua Sound, I prefer that, because you only get the 2 sounds. If you're using the Excalibur, you will dig some trash targets, because you don't want to miss a good item, because you don't want to dig it. So I feel the Aqua Sound gives you the advantage of not digging a lot of junk.
You use both of these machines away from the water?
Yeah, both of them you can use on the land. The Aqua Sound has a different coil, because the coil that you go in the water with is weighted, and the machine comes with a separate coil, a light coil, and you can use that on the sand.
Can you use them at parks and things like that, away from the beach?
I'm not sure about the Aqua Sound. I've never tried it.
And how about the Excalibur?
The Excalibur, you can use it anywhere.
Wonderful.
Yep.
Great.
Yep.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
What's your name?
My name is Steve.
And you won last year in 2012. You won for South Florida Treasure Hunter of the Year, right?
Right, for the South Florida Treasure Hunters Club. I mean the West Palm Beach Treasure Hunters Club. I'm also a member of the South Florida. I'm the president of the South Florida Treasure Hunters.
Great.
It's a great hobby. I've been doing it since about '95. It's good exercise. You meet nice people, and occasionally you'll find a nice item and you can get rewarded.
Okay, thank you very much. Thanks for showing us your trunk here.
Okay.
All right.
It's been a pleasure.